Oilers, you got a great offense with Connor McDavid. So I have them sweeping them.
Yeah, well, I don't think you heard my point. The San Francisco Giants have 3 more in the 2010s than the Rangers have in their entire history. So, yeah.
It's hard to get back and to get back-to-back wins, and I don't see the Lightning doing it here, so I have them losing to the Hurricanes in 6.
We don't talk about the 2010s because the 2010s had the Astros, and if the Astros didn't happen, the Yankees would have won in 2017 with the Dodgers.
He was close to Frank Reich, and they want Frank Reich back, so that's what they got. It's their discount Frank Reich.
Kaprizov and the rest of this crew, Jordan Greenway, who doesn't get enough props. He definitely is somebody who needs to be mentioned more.
Hi, this is Julie Dobbs. You're listening to Outsiders Opinions with Kevin and Austin.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our NBA Opinions of the Week. I am Kevin, and I am joined by the man that believes in the Orlando Magic, and that's the question we're going to talk about, Austin.
Yeah, I mean, I had them as the 5th seed heading into the year. You had them all the way down as an 11th seed. We'll see where they end up. But right now, they are second in the East at 11-5 record. They're first in their division, obviously, and they're playing very well. They have the best defensive rating in the NBA.
Okay, that's what I saw from them, because this is second year of Jamal Mosley? No, third year. Third, because Jason Kidd. And they got Paolo last year, and they did do some interesting things at the draft. I remember they needed a shooter, and they could have had Grady Dick, but they didn't. But it looks like it's working out for them so far. They have a 6-game winning streak. They beat the Celtics.
And the Nuggets.
Yes, that's a good point. And I'm going to say I think this is a really good sign for the Magic. However, I'm just curious to see how things go, because I remember the Pelicans last year were at the top of the West around January, and there's still a month left to go with the Magic before they get to that point, and the Pelicans fell off, but that was due to injuries. So
yeah, that's what I was about to bring up, that the main contributors right now for the Magic aren't necessarily injury prone. Markelle Fultz and Wendell Carter, 2 of their starters heading into the year, have been out for a large portion of the season. So even without them, they're excelling. And I think their commitment to defense is really the reason why they're here. Being first in defensive rating is remarkable, especially from where they came last year. I think that's why they ended up taking Anthony Black, is because he's a better defender than Grady Dick, and they were just fully going into defense.
Yeah. Do you know exactly where they were last year?
Yeah, let me pull that up.
Okay. But that's a great point about Anthony Black and Grady Dick. Defense is what I think. Defense is
They were 16th.
They were 16th. Okay.
So they were a little bit below average, and this year they're first.
Yeah, which is great. And I'm curious, because Paolo's not the center. Who's the center right now?
Right now it's Goga Batazde, who was on the Indiana for a while, but it should be Wendell Carter whenever he gets healthy.
Okay, that would be a huge contribution, because if they're doing so well defensively with I'm not going to try to pronounce his name now, and you get Wendell Carter, who I believe is a good rim protector.
He's fine. He's not the best, but he's definitely a better player, and I do think they need that upgrade.
And so that's and I'm curious, like, the Nuggets and Celtics wins are huge, and I'm trying to see what else.
And a big thing is they didn't even just beat the Celtics; they won by 17. Like, they destroyed the Celtics. It wasn't even close, and that was a Celtics game that that a lot of people heading into it did not really anticipate. The Magic, they're finally going to lose a game. This is a one. And then Paolo shot 10 of 16, had 23 points. Mo Wagner off the bench had 27. The Wagner brothers both played well. And I do think that's a really interesting kind of dynamic, is that when you look at like points per game, right? Mo Wagner is 4th and Franz Wagner is 2nd. So you have 2 guys Franz is averaging 18.9 and his brother's averaging 12.6. So that's 2 significant scores on your team. And Mo Wagner's playing a lot less minutes. His per 36 is crazy. And he's playing very, 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 very well this year. He shoots 63% from the field this season. and they're probably going to start playing him more because of how much better he's been doing than most would expect. But I don't remember the last NBA team that had two brothers on it and was extremely good.
And maybe two brothers that are both contributing heavily. Because
also the team just being good. Because
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
I can think of
like the Bucks.
Yeah, I guess. I barely. That doesn't really count though.
Yeah, I know.
does
I know.
it?
That's my point. Like these are two brothers playing significant minutes for a very good team.
Yeah,
No
Like the-
shame to the Antetokounmpo brothers, but
yeah,
I think they'll be first to tell you it was all Giannis.
yeah. I mean, I remember the Morris twins when they played on the Suns, but those Suns teams were not good.
And
They're
maybe
both
the Clippers.
with.
The Clippers with the Morris twins.
They never were together.
Oh, really? Never. They may have been both in LA.
They were both in LA, but never both in Clippers.
But yeah, and this looks like, and this going back to the Celtics game because that's a great point. I thought Porzingis was injured, but it looks like he played 22 minutes. He only got 9 points, so it looks like a relatively healthy Celtics team. Which
Yeah, I do think Kristaps got hurt in that game, but I think it was kind of like we're already down by 20. We're just gonna take you out. Than it was he's actually really hurt. Because 22 minutes, they were still he was still played it. I think 22 is still enough for you to make an impact, and you losing by almost 20. I don't think would have changed the result of the game. Like maybe they lose by 10 instead of 17, but I don't think it would have been changing the score.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, I think the Celtics win stands out to me as we consider are they legit. The Nuggets, I think, are struggling, but it is still good to get against a win against them. And I'm wondering with this young team, I know they're on a 6-game win streak. What does it look like when they lose? Do they rebound quickly, or do they kind of go into a step? What do you think about what I'm getting at?
I understand what you're saying, but I think that's really what makes great coaching, right? Is that the coach doesn't impact necessarily everything game to game, but keeping team morale high and making good decisions, knowing when to play players more minutes or when they need a rest is really what a coach is meant to do. And Jamal Mosley managing that can really determine if this team is legit.
Yeah, and this is his 3rd year. It's a big year for him. And I was really huge on Mosley. I wanted him as the Mavericks guy. And he was a guy that I believe did harp on defense a lot while he was with the Mavericks. So that could go towards the defensive rating as well. So yeah, it's a big thing. And maybe this team has grown with him as he's grown as a coach. So yeah, it's something we'll have to keep an eye on. But so I'm going to say they're not legit yet. I need to see more from them.
I'm going to say they are. I believed in them coming into the year. I had them as a
I am a
seed,
hater.
So I guess
hater.
so. I guess it's part of that. We'll see who's right. I think that their defense is too good right now to not say, it's not. It's first. Like it's not top 5.
What's your definition of legit? I guess
making it past the first round.
Yeah, they're not legit to me yet. I need to see
Okay, I'll say they are.
Okay, but yeah, I like your point. The defensive rating is a huge bonus.
Because especially during the playoffs, that's something that matters even more, is how you play on defense.
Yes, and the Cleveland had the number 1 defensive rating last year, correct? Or were they top? Were they not? Because they did make it out of the first round.
I will check.
At one point, they had the number 1 defensive rating. I'm not sure if they had it at the end of the year.
Unadjusted last year was the Cavs.
Okay.
Adjusted was also the Cavs, but by 0.15.
Okay, who's the second team then?
Grizzlies.
Grizzlies. And I believe they both made it out of the first round?
The Cavs did not. They got destroyed by the Knicks.
I thought
the Grizzlies also lost to the Lakers in the first round.
Okay, was the Knicks and Cavs, that was first round, not second round?
That was first.
Oh, okay, that's my bad.
And after that, there you go, Celtics, who obviously made it to the Eastern Conference Final, and then the Bucks, which I won't necessarily count them as a first round exit because Giannis missed some
Giannis is out.
significant
That's
times in that game.
Huge defensive presence.
But I think it's kind of like defense is what a lot of these teams base themselves off, like the Heat. I don't think they go on that run without the stellar defense.
Oh,
they
yeah.
have.
Yeah, so okay. Yeah, so I see your point with defensive rating. I thought I was going to support your idea of them being legit, but I guess it supports me. Just numbers.
At least last year.
Yeah, last year. Yeah. There are other times, but I do agree defense in the playoffs is great. Just statistically, like I'm just saying in general, I really thought I really thought they made it to the second round. But we'll have to see. So yeah, I'm going to say they're not legit. They're legit, and we'll definitely revisit this, and I'll let you close it out.
Yeah, one last point to kind of bolster my claim. The best defensive rating the year before that was the Warriors. They won the championship. The second best team in defensive rating was the Celtics, and they lost to the Warriors in the championship. So the two best defensive ratings in the league the year before. So in 21-22, made it to the finals. So while last year the top two missed winning a series, like did not win a series, the year before that, they both were in the finals. So we'll call that, for the moment, we'll call that a wash. I'll have to do more research to say which one is more supported. But let's just say that having a great defense doesn't hurt.
Yeah. Great point. And I'll let you close it out.
Yeah. Thank you guys for listening. What do you guys think about the Magic? Are the Magic legit? Let us know in the comments, and please catch us in our next one.